Hello and welcome, my friends. Hambbage here. How y'all doing? I hope it is a glorious Saturday for you. It just got epically good for me. And there's a hint already on the screen, but it's kind of behind my video picture. Sorry about that. Here, let me give you a little quick tease. You ready? Boop. There. That's a hint. What? What a day. So here I am. It's probably been about 2 hours. I was watching some other streams. I was working basically the farm nonstop, and I was kind of just in the middle of moving some stuff around. Why can't I? Are we? Are we live? Is this thing going? There we go. Now I can see you too. Hey, Truckin' Rick! Not driving today? How you doing, man? I didn't see your stream up. I saw Gabber Positive was going, but didn't catch you this morning. I was hanging out with Grumpy for a bit, but good to see you. Welcome in. Nice. Well, drive safe out there. I will. You'll probably go a lot longer than I am, but I'm obviously just kicking off. We got 4 hours, but since you're here, I just got my Minecraft Trident. It was totally random. We didn't set up a farm or anything like that. I was actually just doing boring farm stuff. Uh, and he started shooting at me. It was nighttime. I came up here. I think I slept behind one of these trees over here because he kept firing at me. And then he was just standing right here. And I came in, gave him two chops with my sword, and he dropped the trident. Usually we have to build a whole farm for that. It's outstanding to get one this early, and we were literally just talking about how it would be fun to go get a guardian temple, and I was like, well, I have potions, but I still don't have the best weapon to do that kind of stuff. Here's our farms. Here's our horse. We just set up netherwort, so we'll get potions. We've got some berries, some animals for trading, and then all the standard crop stuff. That's our village. It's called Havana Hamlet, and we've expanded it a little bit. And then home is actually back beyond these trees, but not much to look at yet. We're only, this is what, day 14 in our hardcore world. Not like Minecraft day, but like our 14th stream being in the channel. And we're still alive, and that's saying something. We haven't quite gone this far of late, but got some good armor, got some good weapons. They're not top tier yet, and I don't have a lot of librarians, but I've got two important book vendors for mending and unbreaking, and we've got some enchanting. So I was basically lifting levels. I think I went from 30 to 43 just down here, and I've been loading up to get trading up in the village. We'll get basically some good XP, also some emeralds. I'm already pretty well stocked on the two books that I have, but there are a few things we want to be able to buy. We'll leave all these guys for now. Oh, there's our ad. All right. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around through the ads. I will be right back. Let me step away real quick, get everything set up so we can go. Oh man, sometimes things are just difficult, but we got it. The backup was not playing nice. I had to restart everything. All right, we're good though. What? Oh my gosh, Rick, thank you so much, dude. You are awesome. Fiverr, Zero De Niro, Heavenly O1, Sayo, and a Lord Borson all getting in. I can't let that go. Scene. Where's my quick actions? Is that what I do? Oh. How do I quick gift to my own channel? Oh, this is. What did I do? Chat highlights, shield. Thanks, buddy. I just community. I'm so frustrated. I don't have my own channel points. Hey, man, you know it. For everybody out there, um, yeah, how can I? Why can't I gift subs in my own channel? Oh, here we go. I'd really like to change the number. Here we go. We're going to match Rick. There we go. All right, my friends. We got a party going on, and we're just getting started. People are going to be coming in, finding out they got all kinds of goodies. Thank you so much, Rick. Truckin' without a G, Rick, R-I-C-K. One of the most entertaining IRL truck streams on the way. Really appreciate it. And yeah, glad to hang out in Rick's chat. Check him out. He's usually going for his whole run, so he'll probably be going for a bunch of hours today. What did I get? A hype chest. I got a button mash emote. Let's share it. Look at that. Boop, 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 boop. I'm going to be button mashing all over the place in Rick streams. Very cool. Thank you, guys. And thanks to all the community. Welcome in. Enjoy those ad-free subs. And let's have a party. All right. Get back to focused in on the game now. I hope everything is going. Yeah, there we go. So good. All right. So anyway, back to it. Honestly, we're stuck kind of in the middle of some of what I just try to get done off stream, but we'll try to make it as quick and painless as possible. I'm gonna throw the trident in here, and then we'll throw in that flesh for the zombie, for the cleric. It is zombie flesh, and let's go ahead and take some butcher stuff as well. I'll take all the pork. I've got a lot of feathers. I do want to make a egg dispenser today that we'll use to just dump the eggs instead of having to hand throw them to get extra chickens. So that'll be good. Let's get all these feathers going. Let's take as much chicken as we can. And then I gotta have one extra spot for the horse lead. And I guess I gotta pick this up, so we'll do those. Grab our ender chest, and then take our horse here on up to town. So we've had a ton of fun in this world already. Did I get... That's way over here. All right, horse, listen. Dude, we're... Oh, he's going crazy because I'm holding the golden apple. All right, let's go. Up to town. This world has been an absolute blast. Way back when we started, we spawned to my left a long way away in a swamp. It was humble beginnings for sure, but out across this sea, we were looking for a good place to live, hopped in a boat, and ultimately came along the coast to this little village. It was the first one we saw. It was right up on the coast in this flowery forest, and it only had a couple buildings. It was very small, very humble, just like our start. Had this little garden that we expanded, a farmer. It had these 3 buildings and those 3, and that was it. So we made a little house to have a portal to the nether, and we made a little row house here to have a bunch of villagers set up. And look at this guy. He already wants to buy some chicken and pork from me. So, no fuss, no muss. We'll just do the whole thing. Yeah, the emeralds are good. We want to make the money, but we also want to get the experience, and you can see that kind of ticking up. I guess, just tune up my axe a little bit. Wait, I'm not done with you yet. So we'll repair the gear that we've got mending on, and we'll get some more experience. You can see we're up to level 44. We want to enchant, and we want to enchant tools, a couple pieces of armor, and now we're going to start rolling that trident as well to hopefully get some impaling on that. I actually have a book already that has loyalty on it, so I can throw the trident and bring it back, and we can put on unbreaking and mending as well, so I'll be able to keep it in tip-top shape. All right, now let's go unload this stuff. Do have just a couple odds and ends there. I thought feathers were in the other one. Emeralds. Got some books, and then out of this guy, we've got these will go to butchers. I guess the chicken is a bit early. That stuff I need to do. Get all these? Look at that. All right. First off, let's throw this stack here, and we can do brewing with the cleric, and then I'll sell him that and that. And I did expand our wort fields from yesterday, so I now have basically 4 by 32 already in production. And what? Oh, that was it, huh? All right. Yeah, those aren't quite the bargain. These are even worse, but hey, it's experience and emeralds out of trash, so we'll take it. All right, you do have this. I think I'm going to throw these in one of the other... Oh, now where'd he go? Man. Is it happy hour already? Yep. So let's get a little of that. And I still don't have enough of those. All right, you're good. You want some pumpkins? Want some more? Eat more pumpkins. Nope. Pumpkins and melons are big cash producers. And you. I think that got all the farmers for now. And look at that, we're up to level 46. I still need to get to the butchers with these berries. And I'm going to have to figure out... I think what we'll maybe do is let's put leather with the feathers, and let's put zombie flesh and wart here. And then I've got these extras. That'll go. I don't know if the butchers will have reset. Looks like he did. Alright, good extra chicken, and then berries. Oh, down to 7. Alright. Well, that was a pretty quick little haul. Lots of those. These all go back in. It is evening, so let's go ahead and sleep while we're here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm covering up the chat, too. You know, Rick, here in Colorado, I'm always surprised. Like, I was just back in the Midwest this last weekend. It was my dad's, check this out, 60th anniversary of coming to the United States. He moved here from England when he was young, and back in 1965. So 60 years, I'm like, man, I just hope I get to celebrate 60 years of life someday. He's already done that, and having met and married my mom fairly quickly when he was over here, in a couple of years, they'll be celebrating their 60th anniversary. So, fun times. Also, he happened to come over here when he was 30. Well, actually, came over just before he was 30. And later this summer, we're going to all get together and celebrate his 90th. So, happy birthday in advance, Dad. But more importantly, happy coming to America. Because, as my sister and I said, and my niece and nephew, we're all really glad he came. Otherwise, we wouldn't be. Hey, Fiverr, how you doing? Yeah, Truckin' Rick, gotcha, man. Awesome. We got a little hype train went down. It's a good time. I had to step up with that for some of you guys. Totally amazing. And as I said, check out Truckin' Rick. Check out Fiverr. Although he's like, don't promote my stream. It's just nonsense. But definitely check out Runaway 5. Definitely check out Truckin' Rick. One of my absolute favorites. Good stuff. Glad to have you. All right, we got some XP. We got some trades done. I'm going to get my bed back. I'm going to pick up this chest so I don't forget it because I'm good at that. Do any of these have potatoes or carrots left? Yeah, here we go. Now, unfortunately, I only have like one farmer that trades in carrots. That's why I have such a surplus. So we use a little bit of it to feed the pigs because they'll eat carrots. I don't know why there's a lot of golems around here. I hope you guys are being safe. I don't know what's triggering. That was lucky. What's triggering them to... now we can just top things off. Come up, but usually it means that there's a threat. Now, that might have been me hanging out at the farm? Not sure. Alright, well, we got rid of some of that surplus. Keep driving. It sounds like we're bringing the forces of the world together. Truckin' Rick is much more adventurous in Truck Simulator than he is on the railroads. Thank God. We all appreciate that. All right. I think that's unless there's potatoes. I think that's gonna be it. But everybody wants, yeah, potatoes are good. So let's. Speaking of which, did I get the no? Get the lead. Take the horse back. Actually, we don't even need the lead. We're just gonna go hit the chests. We'll do another loop. The other biggie that we can trade right now, I've harvested a bunch of sugar cane so we can go make paper for the librarians and the cartographer. They both, well, one of the librarians buys paper. Those are right here. Look at that. I don't even have to get out of the saddle. And then let's get the beets. Or what beets we can. That'll be fun. Alright, back we go again. More levels. We'll see if we can push up to 50. Then we'll go back, do a bit of quick enchanting, restock my food, and figure out what we're really going to dive into for today. Some of that will depend on what, if any, luck we get with the enchantments. Yeah, that happens. Definitely happens. I always find too, like, if there's something I gotta get up for early, like if I'm leaving early on a road trip or something like that, it's almost guaranteed that I will not be able to go to sleep the night before. Like, all right, I really need some good sleep, and nope. Yeah, I had a good little lion. I woke up pretty early, but then I was just watching like the just random YouTube stuff that would pop up for me. Where are my other beat friends? One of the farmers up there did it, and then it must be this guy. This is where we found the town. Hey, you just doing your farming thing, huh? All right. I appreciate you. All right, 9 there. Had to do a little patching. Some groundwater I had to deal with. All right, so paper. Nobody wants sugar cane, but everybody wants paper. We're trading paper, right? That's like a finance thing. And a couple extra. We're going to have more than we need right now, but good to have a stockpile. All right, so that's my 2 librarians, and I did kind of secure them. I didn't want anything going wrong because we have this guy selling us Unbreaking 3, which is really important. Channeling, not super important, but that is a trident enchant, so I could definitely make a little use of that. And then, unfortunately, Smite 3, I've already got a Smite 4 on my sword, and I'd like Smite 4 or higher, so I'm never going to buy that book, unfortunately. But he's only a journeyman. They will continue to level up to the point, and I've already got one at Master, and he sells us name tags for pets and animals and all that kind of mobs. Like we named, hang on, as soon as we sell out here. See, we named him Mending Flame because those were the two trades he was offering earlier. And since they're both locked in here together, it's easier to identify who's who. Unfortunately, we didn't get you up to another level. Maybe next time. But we also have this cartographer. And he buys paper as well. And sometime today, I think, we'll come back here because we found our first compass, and I can actually make compasses. If I remember, it's a redstone with 4 pieces of iron around it. So we can get compasses and then buy trial explorer map. That will lead us to a trial chamber underground and a woodland explorer map that will point us towards a woodland mansion where totems are available. And we also have ocean explorer. This one isn't going to be a whole lot of use to us because there are literally guardian temples all over the place in all of our various seas and oceans. So not too much there. But we continued to move. We are now into the level 48 stage. I'm going to drop off these beets. And, oh, come on, turn. And this paper. And did I already pick up the chest? I just wanted to top off a stack of emeralds. That way, if we are out in the world and we run into a new village and there's a librarian and they've got an exceptional book trade, they can't charge me more than 64. We would have to scramble just a little bit to make a book, but I'm pretty confident I can get a book put together somewhere out in the world. We just got to find 1 cow and a couple pieces of sugarcane would be fine. Man, that trident is great. Yeah, it is crazy. So I play hardcore because I'm a little bit like that. I'm not just a pure builder. I like to try to be a little creative, but I'm very basic. I like some of the mechanics of it, but I'm no super redstone engineer or anything like that. I'm not making machines. I always say there's YouTubes out there of some dude back in the day making old Atari video games and coding them in creative mode of Minecraft and just using it binary, right? This block is positive, this is not. And actually coding games that then can be run. It's insane. It's insane what really, really creative people can do in here. I just like killing stuff and trying not to die. And I try to balance it out a little bit. I say ABCs. Adventuring or advancements, so doing all of these kind of things throughout. There's a gazillion different advancements. Some are so new I haven't even tried them. I never got completed How Did We Get Here, which is a hidden advancement, but I think outside of... Oh, damn it! Just gave you a free golden apple, dude. Better be awesome for me today. All right. I'd kind of like to get to 50. Now, our potatoes can help us with that. And our animals could help us with that. This is the first quick and dirty, easy way to go. You're right here. Let's just do this. I'm going to have some caffeine. So some of you guys were around when I was talking about how I was going to a Pearl Jam cover band last night. Kind of one of those, hey, this is a big deal to a friend, and they put up with a lot of the stuff that I'm into. You know, I'm all about the, hey, let's go hang out and watch some sports or whatever. I love concerts, but I'm more of a, hey, let's just go to an outdoor music festival or something, or see the whoever is local playing live, just at a restaurant or a bar or something like that. Then the big deal. Um, but you know what? Honestly, it ended up being really fun. There were two cover bands. One was called Rooster, and they were Alice in Chains cover, and then Corduroy is the Pearl Jam Experience. And I gotta say, man, the the front man for the Pearl Jam cover band, uh, he's kind of got my build, right? Big boy, and he was so into it. Um, it was uh, it was an awesome performance of Pearl Jam stuff, and had all the mannerisms, the kind of like unintelligible, mumbly voice, so you still didn't know any of the lyrics any better. Um, but the band was great. The energy was just fantastic, and this dude is just going right. We're here in Colorado, Mile High. They were out of San Fran or something, somewhere in California, and this guy was just dripping, right? And he'd go through and he'd do all the until he got to like a break or whatever, do a couple songs back to back or whatever, and then pause and be like, hey, thank you, we appreciate all of you guys or whatever. Shout out to the fans. And he was just panting. Like, there is no air in this state. What are you guys doing to me? But full energy, super good. So that was fun. Good to get out. It was a pretty nice evening, and had a lot of fun. And before that, so we watched those two cover bands. It was at an old kind of rundown music venue. It's called the Oriental Theater. A place called like the Tennyson neighborhood in kind of northwest Denver. Kind of upscale area, but this club has been there ever since I've been in Colorado, and great little music venue stuff for, it's not going to be a big headliners or anything like that, but stuff like this, cover bands coming through, and various concerts and shows and stuff like that. So great little venue, fun to support them again. And right across the street is a restaurant called the Grateful Gnome, and I think it's part of it is because the outside of this theater. Hey, Sayo, what's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, Truck and Rick there made sure you didn't have to deal with ads around here for a bit. So, thanks again. All the subs getting tossed around. But Sayo, hope you're doing great. So anyway, across the street is this sandwich shop bar that has just outstanding sandwiches. And it's called the Grateful Gnome because on the facade, I guess, the like upper story of this concert venue, there are these four little like carvings of gnomes, and the building has to be 100 years old or something like that. I don't know how they got gnomes on the front of it, but they're there, and so they made this restaurant across the street. It's also kind of a bit of a Grateful Dead bar, so a lot of times they have local bands coming in doing Dead cover stuff. So again, very fitting. We get there, we don't know anything about what's their deal, but we got put right in front of their little stage as this band was kicking off. They're called That. Is it That Damn Sasquatch? Or That Dang Sasquatch or something? I don't know. I found them on Twitter. I gave them a follow. Bluegrass. They opened with a Dead cover, but they were basically just doing their own bluegrass thing. Super fun. I love folky bluegrass, any kind of blend of that kind of stuff where it's instrumental and a lot of free, I don't know, inspired music, I guess. Just like, oh, I'm feeling doing this. Let's go for a bit. Yeah, man. I think you dig the sandwiches at this spot anyway. Unfortunately, nothing between two waffles. I had a big old meatball parm. Um, the woman who was the one kind of behind all this that really wanted to go see the Pearl Jam cover band, she got the one that I was thinking about getting, which was a breaded chicken cutlet, but then they did it cordon bleu style, so you got the ham in there and the sauce, and it was just a mad. Like her sandwich was bigger than anybody's, and she's like, I can't do this, but super good, fun times. Um, yeah, Rick, I have no idea. I don't know how are you basically going to be doing the Mississippian back for a while, or are you going to be? I know you'd hope to be getting through Indiana some. I'll be interested to hear more about what your routes are going to look like going forward. Um, okay, where am I? I was reliving last night's glories. I think we're good. I've got the chest. We did the paper, right? And we did some potatoes. So, unless I hate that when you're on your horse, you can't see your levels. I don't know how far that got us. Did it get us up to like 49, maybe? Or are we still in the 48s? Ooh, going to Chicago. Nice. Well, I got to the other side of Iowa from Chicago, but that's about as close as I got. I do. When I was a kid, we used to go down to Chicago a lot. My mom's good college friend was down there, and her family, and they had a son around my age, a younger daughter who actually lives out here south of Denver now. We see each other every once in a while. But yeah, as a little kid, we'd go out there like every other year and hang out and go to an amusement park or something like that. But way back then, it was the Sears Tower that we'd go up to the top of and get down in the city and explore around. Fun place. Except wintertime, ooh, man, there's not much colder. Even though Chicago may not be like super, super cold, that lake effect, oh, man, that is deep in the bones cold. Nice. You gotta get that Alaska gig. That'll be so cool. I can't wait. I love it. I've loved getting to know your old route, but seeing new places, different towns, and all that. Old familiar ones for me, or some of the few places I still have yet to try to get to at some point. So love it. Look forward to it. And it's gotta. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Honestly, does it make it easier or tougher when you're the driver to be going to new places? It's interesting, I would think, but also when you know like every bend in the road and like, oh, this is where traffic's gonna slow down, that kind of stuff. It get a bit annoying. All right, let's throw that there. Go in and feed these guys. Pigs is tough. For one thing, I'm Hambbage. They're somehow related to my my luau party and pigman persona, but they're also like the babies' heads are basically the same size as the adult pigs. So when you get to trying to chop them, they kind of become this mass horror slaughter, and then the babies bounce like that, and they're basically just trying to get you to hit them. We don't want to do that. We want them to be the next generation of pigs. And I normally try to do as much as possible with this stuff away from screen, but we may come back if this gets us up close enough to 50. Then we'll probably just do more feeding. Because this is not the most exciting thing. And I used to do like every second of every world on stream, so nobody would miss it, and they all go up onto YouTube. I'm not trying to monetize or anything over on YouTube, just putting them out there as an archive, and so that people are interested in hardcore Minecraft. They find those YouTubes. Come on over here. We're at twitch.tv/Hambbage. Great chat. People coming in, hanging out. New friends and old. And we're trying to have a little fun without dying. Although there's been a lot of that of recent months. All right. We're into the 49th. I got to sleep. I think I'll put that up. I'm going to focus on the feeding just because it's a little quicker. And I want to illustrate to you guys just how much we need this next project. Probably sometime in the next hour. But here's our chickens, right? We're going to feed them out of these seeds. But you can already see what's happening. They lay eggs. And the eggs are nice. For one thing, eggs are super valuable. Unfortunately, not in Minecraft, as valuable as they are in the real world. But they're tasty and delicious. Unfortunately, we can't eat them in Minecraft. What they can do is make baby chicks. If you just huck these eggs at the ground, every once in a while, they will produce a baby chick. Even less likely, they will produce 4 baby chicks out of a throw egg. But the problem is, they absolutely clog our inventory, and you got to hand throw all of them. It takes a ton of time. It gets really old. And if you then start harvesting the chickens, your inventory is so full you can't get room to pick up the good stuff. So I've almost used up all my chicken-related storage for eggs now. But I'm going to try to put a system together where we can just throw them in chests like that, and then they will automatically be thrown back into the chicken area here. I don't think we can call it a coop. It's maybe a chicken pen? Chicken yard? I don't know. Whatever it is, I want those eggs to be thrown automatically, and I think that dispenser thrown egg will still have a chance to produce baby chicken. There, like that. That would be the goal anyway. But just so I don't have to run around throwing all those eggs by hand, I'll just put them up on a suspension system and have them thrown down into the middle. Watching the seeds number down. Oh, yeah, we did get to 50, by the way. So, mission accomplished. We don't have to do more of this farming stuff right now. We're going to go use these 20 levels on enchants. Hope to get some good stuff there. And hopefully, our newly found trident will get some oomph to it. Alright, one more pass with these just to pull them. Come on. That's the problem with having a big flock or herd or whatever. There we go. Alright. Managed all the mischief. That away. A couple more eggs. Alright, we are good. I'm not even gonna... Man, they're ready to go too. I'm not going to fool with that. We do have our chest. The wart's almost ready again. Yeah. Well, that's cool, though. You know, it's like, yeah, you don't know, especially food and all that. Like, is this a good spot? Is this a bad spot? But you might find something hasn't come up before. Like, man, I can't stop thinking about that double waffle breakfast sandwich thing. That looked amazing. All right. Now, back to it. This is definitely coming into play. Oh, I could have put that back in. All right. Hi. So, Dungeon Crawler Carl, great lit RPG book series. I'm actually in the last of the current books right now. And Princess Donut, major character there. Angel, little less known. But they're both out of the book series. Big recommend there. And then here. So, all of this stuff is just kind of random loot that we picked up. We'll disenchant that for more experience. I have some mending books and some unbreaking books. And then I have a Power 4 book, which could be combined onto a bow. We've got some here at Power 4. But this Loyalty 3 is really important because that can go on this trident. And if I throw it, it will come back to me. Like a boomerang kind of deal, right? But you throw it, as long as it doesn't go into the void, it will come right back. And we'll be able to continue to use it. Really important weapon when it comes to the Guardian Temples under the sea. Speaking of under the sea, I want to get Respiration 3 on a diamond helmet. Currently, we have a very good helmet with blast protection. Takes care of creepers and ghasts. Aqua Affinity, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. So Aqua Affinity helps us with our tool speed underwater. Our chest plate is very basic, but exactly what we want. Generic protection, top tier. Unbreaking and Mending, all good. Leggings, projectile protection. So the blazes, are they? Is that a blaze just shooting at us? And skellies and the trident guys, I would assume, get minimized a little bit through this. Anything that's fired or thrown at us, protection and unbreaking and mending. And then our boots. Here we've got fire prot, depth strider, unbreaking, and mending, and that's very good. But what I'm hoping to do is get gold boots that will have fire prot, unbreaking, and mending, or that any of that. Basically, not having depth strider. I want to get gold fire prot frostwalker boots that I can use in the nether going forward. Right now we have a chest piece, and we have a helmet here that has res 3, but no protection. So that means we're going to try all of this stuff. The helmet. We'll always try another bow, and then tools. And we got a stack of books to use on the dummy stuff. All right, here we go. Let's try to make this sort of quick. Trident. We already have loyalty. We're looking for impaling. Impaling 5 is top tier. I think the highest we can get on the table is 4. Fortune. I've already got my fortune axe done. Fortune shovel would be the next, or a fortune axe. Ours is silk touch. Fortune axes basically just help with leaves. You get more sticks and apples and stuff like that. It's not super important. Hopefully we get something that really lines up with what we want. It's not the helmet. These boots we want to have feather falling 4. These are the fire prot 4. This is any good prot. Smite 4 or others. Power 4 on a bow, never bad. And last but not least, kind of all trash. Rick, drive safe out there, man. I will try to catch you later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the absolute best. Pleasure having you, and yeah, keep it between the lanes. All right. For everybody else, let's. God, do I want to put fortune on shovel? Shovel would get me more flint. I wouldn't get gravel, but I get a bunch of flint, and then I can trade that to the Fletcher. Um, Eventually, we'll want gravel for TNT and is it concrete? Both? Very possibly. Um, yeah, let's just do this because we don't have anything on a shovel yet. And once I have this, then I can put unbreaking and mending on it as well. And look at that, already mostly done there. So that one's going to have a bit more to add. It'll want a mending. And then ultimately, we'd like another efficiency on there as well. All right, now we kind of start this deal over. Channeling we've already got. Or for sale. Res 3, feather falling. Fire prot on these boots, right? I think that's what we want. That would also be nice. But I think I want to get the nether side done first. We can use this without prot to still have a Res 3 gold helmet to dive with. Bow. Infinity. Man, this is all kinds of good. Efficiency on a pick. And what's the sword? Knockback. Yeah, nothing there. Book. Nothing. All right, I'm going to take these boots. Let's double check this before I make a huge mistake. These were screwed up because they got the depth strider. I've got the feather falling. So with the fire prot and the feather falling, and I can add the unbreaking and mending here, we're already pretty good. We still want Frostwalker to put on these guys so that I can walk on the magma blocks without burning my feet. And then we'll be good. So I'll be able to disenchant these. And this was the last time I got that. I also got that. So fingers crossed here that we don't do that again. Come on. Damn it. So we're in the same boat. If I can get Frostwalker, I don't know if I could replace it on here. And I don't want to waste this by putting it on. Exact same crap. Hey, got some level. Sleep. Oh, what a blast. All right. Try again. Again, loyalty. Nothing. Fortune 2. Did I check these boots yet? Alright. Just taking a bottom tier there. Start over again. Riptide. That lets you, like, fly when you're raining? I don't know. I'd much rather have impaling and loyalty. Come on. Something That's what I need on my boots, right? Yes. So that leader in the clubhouse right there is to take this and hope it doesn't conflict with anything. But just to check it all, I know that nothing on the bow at the moment is better. Nothing there. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take this and hope. I'm not going to do this because I don't want to waste the levels this high, but I want to check it. Don't let me pull the trigger. All right, so if we do that with this, that's what we want. It costs 12. We'll retain our fire protection. We'll get feather falling. We'll retain depth strider, unbreaking 3, and mending. So that's going to be our boots. And once we get down below level 30, we'll actually combine those two. So very, very good there. And feather falling might just save our life, right? That's where you accidentally walk through an edge and you're good to go. All right. Looking for respiration there. Impaling 4, that might be our go-to. Looting 2, I already have looting 3 on my sword. This one we want Frostwalker. That was the protection. Got those. Tool? Oh yeah, efficiency 4, but I think we go here. And hey, look at that. We save an unbreaking as well. So we're going to get a lot of stuff we need to do after level 30. You have an unbreaking, so you're going to get a mending. These two are going to go together. And then this is going to go onto the trident as well. So we'll have impaling 4, unbreaking 3, mending, and loyalty. And we'll be looking for... Can you put looting on? On a trident specifically? I would guess so. So maybe eventually a looting book as well. We haven't had a whole lot of need for our unbreakings. All right, that's a lot of stuff we're going to have to combine. That's why I've kind of been sitting on all these. If we get down below level 30, then I'm going to see it on all the swords now. Power 4. It might be worth it. We'll give it a try, because I always wouldn't mind having extra Silk Touch picks. Just Silk Touch. Okay. Let's get this so we can at least look. We're at level 36, so not many chances left here. Frostwalker. Protection. That might be our guy. That would be very nice. Get up to Smite 5. Nothing exceptional there. Did I look at the books yet? I haven't looked at the axe. Unbreaking doesn't do it for me. Density. I think density goes up to 5 as well. So I'm gonna throw this. Hope there's nothing conflicting. but with a smite 4, you need 2 4s to make a 5. And the dream would be to also have sweeping edge on this guy. Well, we'll take that. That's fine. Top tier. All right, now we are down to level 33. I should probably resupply a couple of these things. There. Let's make another shovel. Still got the axe and then another pick. Those will all offer me the same, but depending on what comes up, maybe better, worse. Prop 4 on those boots. I want Frostwalker. Efficiency 4 on the tools, so that's going to be the same on all of them. What? Oh. Wrong axe. So I could get another efficiency 4. You don't know what else you might pull out of that, but something to consider. Did I check? Oh, I didn't make a sword. Damn it. After all that. Because I wanted to see about sweeping edge. Oh, we got the ad going. All right. We'll come back here. We'll check that sword and probably take the efficiency 4. Is that what we saw most recently? I don't know. I'll be right back. Okay. Almost back from the ad, and hopefully everybody that's hanging out already here. Sorry to walk away on you guys like that, but is what it is. All right, so it was check the sword, looting. Like I said, really like sweeping edge, and then I think it was the efficiency 4. That we wanted, and I'm actually going to put it on the axe. Because these two are both at 5. We'll eventually build this one up. But we use the axe on the melons and stuff all the time, so I think getting getting that one up to full speed is good to go. And a little bit of an overlap there, but that's all right. That will take us. We actually have one more shot here. We're only at level 30. Fire prot on the helmet. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't even seen Frostwalker. I don't even know if we can get it. I know I keep saying I want a top tier protection, but I don't think fire. If we're gonna use it exclusively in the water, I don't think fire matters. So that doesn't do much. Book efficiency 4 on a book, that could be very good. Because then I can just combine it onto something. Do we look at the sword? Sharp 5 on a sword. That's interesting, right? Two different types of sword. Smite is very good against undead, but you don't get additional bonus damage. You just get your 7 attack damage on living enemies like creepers or animals or the lava slimes and this and that. It's not dead. So getting some sharp would be good, but I think before we start building out a second sword, let's get this. And then I think we're ready. I'm going to put this and this together. And that will finish our Silk Touch axe. And basically let me do the melons and pumpkins that much quicker. Also trees and anything that we chop gets chopped more quickly. So we'll take that one. And then let's do some switcheroo in here. So this axe, pull these, and I'm sorry, that pick and this axe, those are both building blocks. This, and these, that. I don't know what I do with this flame book. The boots, the helmet, and the diamond helmet can all stay. Let's go put the lapis away for now. That didn't work the way. Wishful thinking does not put it in the right spot. Okay. Then that's trash, but I'll hang on to it for a second. Those... Oh, good. None of this has yet come to pass. I think the next move is to get our swords combined. $13 that way. Too expensive that way. All right, well, we'll go with 13 then. And look at that. We got a Smite 5 sword. Very happy there. Next up, boots. Since I'm walking around barefoot right now. 12. 26. All right, well, we're going to want them in that order then. And now we need to get some XP. So clean that book. And then I'm going to take all of those. I just gotta be careful not to disenchant anything. That's up to 10. $12. Okay. To here. Golden helmet. I'm still stacking up all those boots. The rest of this is all trash. At some point, we'll go to the lava and huck all this stuff in it. Also here. Okay. Now let's get our boots put together. So that'll basically same boots, but now we have feather falling, top tier protection as well. So less damage from falls. Hopefully saves our life if we ever get in a really bad situation. I see I've missed 2 pieces of leather gear, but now I don't feel so barefoot. I'm gonna stub a toe or something. Alright, there go those 2. And we already have our full leather. So there we are. And now we have a shovel to get mending. And I think we're probably going to have to sit on... Start here. I have 3 levels. How much is this going to cost? 2! Awesome! That's good. Now I can repair that at least. And then here... How much is this going to cost? 2 as well. I only have 1, but... Fingers crossed. Good. 2 levels there. Shovel gets bending. So now that can be... These 2 can be repaired, and I just need... let's check the cost here. $4. So 3 and a bit more levels, and we'll get that one done. Alright, how you guys doing, huh? Look at how much food I've eaten. I think I was fully stacked when we headed out. Alright, let's sleep there. Welcome in, everybody. Heck of a day, great stream. I started the stream earlier than I'd really planned to. I kind of thought I'd be going this evening. But then I picked up a trident while I was just... I was going back towards the farm from here in the boat. Started taking fire. It was night. I slept. I woke up. I'll show you where it all happened. So, kind of like that guy, except in the water. Somewhere in here, the river just spawned to drown, and the drowned happened to have a trident. That's not all that common in Java Edition. But it was nighttime, so I didn't mess around. I came over here. I kind of ran around, tried to figure out where he was shooting at me from. Couldn't see him. Threw down the bed, slept, and then got up, came back around, dropped in the water here. He was standing right there, hit him twice with my sword, and he sure enough threw down a trident. And if we can get this last book on him, the trident, that is, then we'll be able to use it as a ranged powerful weapon. And can very much open up underwater combat. The last missing element of all that is the Respiration 3. I would really like to get that on my helmet, the diamond one, so that I have the best protection I can. And I've got long-term water breath holding. Right? We can use water-breathing potions, and I've got a lot of those too. But it's the moments when those potions run out, or while things are going wrong, that it really helps to have Respiration 3 as well. But our Dreams of a Guardian Temple run that were kind of long-range and fanciful just became very real. Probably not for today, but doable coming forward. We are at level 10, so that's good. Now we're going to use this, our Silk Touch axe, and just start clearing these cows as well, since we're in here and they're full. And I should be doing this. Forgot. Can you guys see this little health bar going up? Seems like it. I gotta kind of look at these dumb cows. In the face. Not all insta-kills, that's why I gotta jump. To try to crit them all. Whole new wave. Oh! That's gonna send it all haywire. Who's coming this way? Alright, Trident, look at that. Now, fully juiced. Shovel's almost good. If you would stop pushing me, Sir Cow. Almost done. Ugh. Oh, I still want to make that egg dispenser thing, too. I'd like to get the adult population down to 4. Figure that's two couples to look after stuff. And adopt a bunch of children. One more. There we go. Alright, everybody good? And then we've got some more beefs. And some more leather. And just a little bit of feed left. Alright, we are... Do we need 12? I can't remember what the price was. Shoot. I really don't want to deal with you guys until I have the dispenser. I guess, do we go pigs again? Didn't we just chop? Oh, it was nighttime, so we didn't finish chopping the pigs, did we? That's kind of a boost. Oh, the other thing we could do is feed the bees. Right? That's good for XP, and we've got those empty bee nests we brought back from our trip yesterday. Oh, love you guys. I hope you love each other, too. So, can you feel the love tonight? It wasn't my bad singing. I was just making sure we didn't get copyright strike. I do it for all of you YouTube people. So, leave me a comment. No. Anything going on in the world? Honestly, I haven't seen any kind of news in like a couple days. I know that there was a big rally down in Denver. The Bernie Bros were out. I know this because at 4:15 yesterday afternoon, I had surge prices to get to my friend's house in the suburbs, not that far away. But our whole plan was, it's Friday night, let's all get to one house, and then we'll head down together, kind of wait out surge, and just had a beer while we were hanging out, but cheaper than restaurant or concert prices. I guess I could have chopped while I was in there? Alright, don't chop the bees, by the way. We've had that problem before. See, then I gotta double tap. Oh, and I'm trying to double tap. Sometimes you end up hitting others. Sometimes when you jump, you don't get the full kill. Oh! Oh, I thought I was gonna get that baby. Oh! His little baby piggy face was just coming right at me. At least I got the follow-up tap on that one. Oh, that might have been a baby. At least it was just the squeal. I didn't have to really watch him poof. Yeah, we really don't want babies because, one, I don't think you get experience. I know you don't get drops. And, worst off, we then lose one more of our future herd. Flock. What is a group of pigs? A wallow of pigs? Come on! I know it's nighttime. Just want to be done with this nonsense. Alright, 1, 2... God, there's so many. So, stop pushing. So many pigs. Alright, 1, 2. Now you can't even tell. All right, fine. Get that. Get out of here. Oh, what did I do? I made a path. Unintended path. All right, do we see nothing's coming? Fortunately, we got a pretty good spread of light. So we're dodging some of it. All right, ditch the carrots. Ditch the pork. And then let's get back and quickly try to finish our... See, that was... so I was opening the gate and closing the gate, but I had the shovel in my offhand, and it created that path block. Which, whatever, it's fine. But okay. Now you... Oh, it wasn't bad. 4. I was thinking it was way more than that. Ding! All right. So we'd still love another Impaling 4 to combine onto that. Looting, if it's possible. I don't know if I can... Let's pull up the wiki. Ooh, what do we get? I'm all caught up. My Twitch. Oh, I got my button mash. Nice. All right, that's all good. Here, we're gonna go. Let me get to the wiki. Cover everything up. And trident. Entity item. The entities are the ones that just exist, like arrows that are stuck into a wall or something like that. But the item that gets dropped right here, pretty good. It is rare. Has 250 durability in Java Edition, but we've already put Unbreaking on that. 6.25% of drowned in Java Edition, so less than in Bedrock, will spawn with a trident of random durability. A drowned with a trident has an 8.5% chance of dropping the trident when killed by a player tamed wolf, increasing with 1% for each level of looting. So first of all, you have to get the 6.5% or 6.25% to get them to appear, and then of those, it's with my 3, it's an 11.5% chance of then dropping a trident. So for as early as we got it, I don't think I've killed a single trident wielding mob yet in this world. So fantastically good to get that drop this early. Only naturally spawned. Ooh, it has a chance to be enchanted. Ours wasn't. That's fine. Well, yeah, Bedrock. I don't know the Bedrock game. I don't know how that would be possible, but okay. Tridents thrown onto the ground by a player can be picked up. However, tridents thrown by drowned cannot. Similar to arrows. There we go. Only the owner of a trident in creative mode or enchanted with loyalty can pick it up. Other players in creative and players in survival mode, including its owner, cannot pick up a trident thrown in. Okay. Drowned melee. Pressing attack while holding a trident deals damage to both mobs and players. Tridents deal 9 damage, 4.5 hearts, and have an attack speed of 1.1. equating a cooldown of approximately 0.91 seconds per attack. Successful hit consumes 1 durability from the trident. Ranged, pressing and holding use while holding a trident charges it. When released at full charge, the trident is thrown and deals damage to any entity it hits. It flies on a ballistic trajectory similar to that of an arrow, but at 80% strength. If the trident hits a block, it sticks to the block. If it hits an entity, it bounces off the entity and lands nearby. It is also blocked by shields and can be retrieved once it lands on the ground. Thrown tridents can trigger wooden buttons, blah, 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 whatever. Tridents only damage one entity before needing to be picked up. Bedrock Edition can... Wow. Hit an entity, hit a block, hit another entity, and you damage both. Bedrock. In Combat Test 4, can be shot by dispensers. Tridents enchanted with loyalty return to the thrower after hitting an entity, hitting or bouncing off an entity and then a block, or directly hitting a block. A loyalty enchanted trident fired from a dispenser just sticks into the block it strikes. Higher level enchantment result in shorter recovery times. Java Edition throwing a trident enchanted with loyalty into the void. Yep, know about that. Destroys it. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, don't throw it if you don't have inventory. This is all kind of boring. What I want to know about is enchanting. In Java Edition, the impaling enchantment affects all water mobs. Unlike arrows, thrown tridents do not despawn. Enchantment damage using Riptide. Nearby players or mobs are dealt splash damage. Stacks with impaling and strength. Crits do not increase splash damage. Thrown tridents and splashes deal 8 damage. The damage remains the same regardless of trident speed. Fast charge. Java Edition. Tridents have an attack speed of 1.1 and take around 0.9 seconds to recover. We talked about the attack. Slightly less for ranged, but it's ranged. You can do crits, so 6 3/4 hearts damage, I guess. You got a DPS there. You got a durability. I guess this is over the durability without mending. Elytra. Trident with the Riptide enchantment can be used to propel a player wearing Elytra, but only in rainy weather, during snowy weather, in certain biomes, and while players in a body of water. Riptide Trident can boost the player's speed to as high as 125 blocks per second, much faster than 33.5 blocks from fire. Wow. Didn't know about that. Well, if we get more tridents, we'll have to experiment with that. I didn't know. I knew you could kind of fly. I didn't know it was an Elytra power move. In Java, the impaling enchantment deals extra damage to all aquatic mobs. I don't know if that has changed. But again, for Guardian Temple, that's what we want, right? So adds a bunch more damage, whether it's melee or ranged. And we're now at level 4. So instead of 11.5 as a stabbing spear, we do 19. Instead of a ranged or thrown trident, we throw and get 18 damage. So pretty good. You can't combine them. I wouldn't. I would put mending on both of those and have 2. Yeah, there was a very brief time, I believe, when you could only repair like this in the grindstone instead of in your inventory. It was awful. Very quickly modified. I don't understand. All right, enchantments. Here's what here's what matters. Um, Loyalty, we got that. Brings it back. Max level 3, the tiers just make it come back faster. Channeling releases a bolt of lightning when the thrown trident strikes a mob or lightning rod during a thunderstorm. Riptide replaces the throw with a charge that hurls the user forward only when wet. Ranged attacks are no longer possible, and that's why I'd much rather have the loyalty and impaling for number one, particularly, instead of this Riptide. And I've really never played around with that, but certainly something worth experimenting with, right? Unbreaking, we like that. Mending, we like that. So we've got those two. What I don't see is that any of these are incompatible with any of the others. And that was what I was worried about. But like channeling and Riptide don't seem to be um, in conflict. The only thing here is if you have this, this kind of becomes um, redundant, right? Because there's no chance of range. So we don't want Riptide. Everything else we want. And I think that's going to do it. Let's get back to regular. I'm going to close. I'm not going to close that because I may need to check on the deal. All right. Let's get ready to, I think, do the next thing. Give me just a second. I'm gonna leave it right here. I will be back very briefly. One sec. All right, emergency pit stop resolved. We back. So, think that's probably gonna leave us where we're at. Let's take. Obviously, we're not at the point of doing any more enchanting here. The biggest need that we still have is the helmet getting respiration 3. I don't think I'm missing too much there. So next, we gotta look at this. So I need a bow. We've got those. Cobblestone and redstone. Got bows. Bows for days. I'll take those two. 2 pieces of redstone. And I think it was this. I'm going to do it like it said. I don't know why it left it showing up there. Like, that breaks it, but that doesn't? I don't know. Do what it says. All right, then we're going to need... sounds like pillagers. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to get an advancement. I'm going to get a couple advancements here. Where you jerks at? Oh, that's not good. All right, well, we got one, the throwaway joke. It's usually a bad idea to throw away your weapon. Ha-ha. All right, now let's try this guy. Oh, I missed! Oh, my God. Isn't that... Oh, I got old Betsy. Do I have to kill him? Jeez, how's my health? Oh, my health's fine. I think I have to kill one to get the giving them a taste of their own medicine or whatever it's called. There we go. Who's the pillager now? All right. So we got 3 advancements there. Old Betsy for shooting a crossbow. Throwaway joke for throwing our trident. And who's the pillager now for killing a pillager with a crossbow. And you saw there, not super effective when we're... I've never done this before. Okay, well... Oh, I hear it drowned. Oh, I don't have my... Damn it! I don't have my respiration helmet on. I'm just all like, oh, yeah, here we go. Alright, let's not run out of air. Okay, so not super effective at fishing. Probably more effective than the... Oh. There we go. The further it goes, the longer you gotta wait for it to come back. That is a... There you go. I don't know. Beats a stone sword fishing. Beats a fishing pole fishing. Alright. Well, that was just side. As soon as I heard those pillagers, I was like, oh, let's go take them out. Alright. We got some trash, some gunpowder, some raw fish, which is good for cats. Now, we were in the midst of making... stuff. I know we're going to need a lot of those. Hoppers? Okay. Like all this, let's have a pie. Because we can. Now, my biggest question, I think this is all going to work, and it'll all be pretty straightforward. But my big question is, what will... how are we going to suspend this or put this up above the coop? Because I don't like things just floating. Ooh, I like this. Let's do some copper superstructure. Actually, do we have... What are these guys? Those are just blocks. Those are... We could wax all this stuff, too, and leave it shiny. Copper bulb. I don't think we need that yet. All right, well, let's make... eight of those. I don't think I have any honeycomb here. But I do back at the bees. Man, this is the first time I've ever tried to do this. I hope it works, because I would really like to be done throwing these stupid eggs. So let's first come down here and see if we can wax all of this stuff. I don't know. Waxed grates. Waxed bars. Ooh. We got all kinds of new recipes. I assume they're all for waxing stuff. So now I'm thinking that... Maybe go to here. Stand by. I think I left them here. Yeah, let's do this. Little bit of thought to building and stuff. So before we get to all that, let's go here, and I think we want to be here. So I'm just going to start this because we're going to do some modifications. And then I think we're gonna go one, two, three, four, five. Oh man, now it's nighttime? Oh, I got Featherfall. Shouldn't do any damage. Let's be smart about this. Now I need... fake this. I guess I'm just going to use everything we got here. Oops. Okay, so this comes up, and then I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to go here. Now this part may be tough. I should probably go practice this. So I think I need... I think I need that to be like that, and then this. And now if I were to... I also don't know what the auto on system is here. Do I need... what's a lever? Is a lever stone? Cobblestone? And there's a thing right here. Alright, well we can swap. We'll patch this thing together. It's gonna be great. Take that. Put up that. I need a stick. Do I have sticks over at the other chest? Excuse me. Alright. Lever. And... lever. Alright, so we got some eggs in there. And now if I throw the lever... Oh, damn it. What? Come on, man. Oh, that's not... So maybe I need torches? Where would I have red? I could go up to the village or I could go home. I got a boat right here. So if I make some redstone torches and put a redstone torch on top of it, will that just make it auto on? See, this is... I kind of know this stuff, but it's been a long time, and I never was any kind of a redstone master. But hopefully if we have a torch, we'll be in better shape. I was thinking take a couple of these because we might need to have the torch removed by a block or something too. I thought there was something else. Extra sticks. Figure it out. But that gives us enough to make a redstone block if a torch doesn't work. We've got some extra redstone we can use to link it. Torch. Easy enough. We'll just make one. Oh, we just unlocked all the redstone. Okay, so what if we do this and this? And this even. That's not. Trying to jump shift click is not going to be the way to do this. There. But it's still not. Okay, well, we proved one thing, and that is an egg thrown with a dispenser can get a chick. But how are we going to pulse this? We just got into like switches and signals and stuff, right? Chat, if you guys know, I'd love to know. Automating dispenser. Tricky trials, crafter, bedrock, mud. Redstone components dispensers. A dispenser ejects items into the world or performs a unique action when it contains certain items. A dispenser has an input which faces the player when the dispenser is placed. A dispenser activates 4 game ticks after receiving a redstone signal and does not respond to additional redstone signals during that time. A dispenser can also be activated by quasi-connectivity. When activated, a dispenser ejects one item. If multiple slots are occupied by items, a random occupied slot is chosen. Dispenser contains certain items. It exhibits unique behavior. Okay. A dispenser is a conductive block and can be powered and activated. Fine. Comparator. Top of solid blocks. A redstone comparator is powered when its back input receives a redstone signal. The comparator can then be powered in ways other transmission components can be powered. Producing a signal, power transmission has a unique property where it can be powered by reading the block state for certain blocks. Example, a comparator can read the fullness of a container, such as a chest, and output a redstone signal proportional to how full the chest is, essentially treating the chest as a power source. I just need something that's going to automatically trigger repeatedly. Um, we do it with an observer. An observer can be placed anywhere and can face in any direction, cleaning up and down. When placed, the observer side that detects block changes, its face faces away from the player, and the side that produces a pulse faces the player. An observer is activated when the block in front changes state. For example, a block being placed or mined, water changing to ice, a repeater having its delay changed by a player, serve as a delay. I don't know if, like, would a walking chicken indicate a block change? A pressure plate would, but the problem is, um, One, does a chicken trigger a pressure plate? And two, if it's on the ground, how am I going to get that power up to uh, the dispenser overhead? Let's check, you guys. Maybe somebody already has this. Nope. If you know how to do this, chat, this is the time. There's lecterns. Rails, daylight detector, but again, they're not gonna flicker. Hmm. Still here. I'm just trying to figure this out, guys. Trapdoors, command block, server commands. That seems way too advanced. Structure block. Save and load structures. What? Pressure plate. I don't. Okay, I think I've got a functional mechanism here. Let's give it a whirl. Let me get back to seeing you guys. So, I gotta go back home for a second. I think I'm still holding on to one of these. We've got one. Okay. Had I already? No, I haven't. Um, get rid of that. Get rid of that. We do. That. It effectively loaded and launched one. And then what if we put this here? Right, so now I got a lightweight pressure plate. Nothing there. This is... It's kind of awful that this started. I'm not going to bother with it. Normally I'd be harvesting honeycomb with the rain, but just started going in tonight. So that's triggering, but it's not passing the signal? So in theory that works, but it's got to be next to it. What I was hoping to do was just throw a pressure plate in the midst here. And then our chickens could do their thing. But it's got to be chicken powered, and fortunately that wasn't passing the power. Okay, so that works. That does not. But with this, that would. Okay. Keep testing. Because what do I know? There? Come on, baby. No, now that won't go. Ooh, what if we do this? No. What if we did... that won't go. Okay, we're getting closer. Now can I use a repeater? I might have it. Let's try again here. Alright. So instead of these, I was so close at the beginning. We need these. Maybe. Can't believe a whole nother day is gone. Oh, because now these are powered. Oh, son of a biscuit. Alright, we're close, though. Theory is now good. So now I just need to sleep. We need to switch these with, like, a glass block. Because I think the redstone, once triggered, is powering that. The redstone blocks are powering the redstone dust. I hope I have glass blocks up here. Come on. Some of the stuff may be new. Others of it I may have already known at one point and just forgotten. It's been a minute since we've gotten to full-on redstone. Glass. Fantastic. All right, don't go far, horse. We're going right back. I know, these are your buddies. I know, they always tell you how wonderful you look, scratch your nose, give you carrots. It's a good life. I kind of hoped this was going to be quick and easy, but I expected there'd be a little bit of this nonsense built in. But now that I'm committed, I really don't want to throw eggs ever again. Alright, I should take you to your hitching rail. I'm sorry. Horse? There we go. Look at, while we've been here, though, everything else is growing back up again. I'll spare you guys this time. Alright, so now, if we scrap all this... and we put glass in here. We're going to try to do it just the exact same way this time. Although, well, we'll see. Alright, so now if this stuff gets up to here, right? Let's do a good look before I jump on there. So pressure plate. Sends a signal, it activates the redstone. The redstone will run, and these are non-conductive blocks, so we can transmit over the top, and they're not going to interfere with it. Same thing goes with redstone. The trick with redstone is that it's, once powered, it stays powered. It's a power source, and we don't have that. So ideally, we stand on this, just like that first egg the last time. This goes up and it powers and it shoots, but then none of this is powered, so it'll turn back off again. Oh, you dirty... Now what's the problem? Now it won't go beyond this one block again. So now it's just, you can barely see it, but it's powering this guy, but it's not getting beyond it. if we think about a repeater? That's 2 redstone torches, 3 stone, and a piece of redstone. Just some freaking stone. Ugh. It's got to be stone right here somewhere, right? We got this one piece out of the ground. So I need one more redstone torch. And then it goes here, that goes there, these guys here, and one of these. This is a repeater. Oh, wait, what? That's how I set it. I need to set it that way. And then, I don't know. Oh! Okay, let's, Okay. So now we can look at cleaning this down, down a little bit. So let's put, stop. No! I mean, that may not be the worst thing in the world, but no. Don't you. Damn it. Alright, let's get rid of that. Now what the hell's the deal? Okay. So that's working. I think we gotta have a a great chicken chop off first. So I don't think I can get anything done in here. We'll try to take it down to... I mean, I could actually take it to nothing because all these eggs. Now, does anything else need repairing at the moment? I guess I can do this carefully this time. Of course, that's going to be a problem. Oh, come on, hit him. Stop moving. The next big factor is going to be, do these chickens actually, oh my god, I gotta go to sleep. Alright, let's... See me just wiggle in there? All chicken wiggle. All chicken wiggle all the time. I think... For sanity's sake, we gotta do that. Let's get more of these in. Look at them all. I mean, I just chopped for... Felt like ages. Oh, come on, chickens. You know, I wonder... It does take a lot more. I don't know if that's really worth it. Try to go... all eggs down there. Just so much stuff. Stop. Ah! More chicken. Feathers and more feathers. Endless eggs. Oh, I had feathers. I didn't have feathers. How did I not have feathers out of all that? This is quite awful. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, why didn't you just kill the chickens? You know how long we had to listen to those stupid chickens clucking? Kind of right, but honestly, I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this. Is the reason. Yeah, I figure they've all got to have some health now. Health issues. I was like, that one's way too jumpy. And then the next one I missed was just standing still. And you. Alright, we are chicken free. So, actually, those are the gates. This should do that. So the first thing we gotta do is pop out there. Oh, the other one's over here now still. Alright, we're gonna have to... It's not that complex. Hopefully we can retain our... Oh, don't be like this. There and there. Alright. That was basically why we needed to get rid of all the chickens. Just to be able to do that. Still got some feathers in here. Okay. Now, this bit, get the dirt in there. I think we're going to try to do it just the way it was. So I'm going to have... pressure plate here. We have a couple glass blocks. Let's try to do... So it's going to be one in the ground and then one up behind it. Like so. And then we're going to have that repeated over here. And then... Why keep closing those doors? Then we're going to have these two pieces. We're going to have to make additional there. Don't need that redstone. So then it's going to be pressure plate. There. And then here, here, and here. Here. Okay. And then... I wonder if these two... I wonder if this is gonna... I doubt this can work. Alright, what do we... Now I need eggs. Alright, so there. Now, if this really works great, then both of these shoot an egg. The far one shot an egg. That one did wait. They both shot eggs. Oh my god. Ha 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 ha! Take that, you glass block. Okay, this is good. Now, we gotta sleep. Look around. We can clean all that up in a bit. So that now the next thing is we need to figure out how we're gonna hopper these. I may need more hoppers. Because I can't just go in through the top, because clearly we need to have the redstone all the way up to the top. So these are going to have to get fed. And I think I'm going to feed them here. Actually, let's do one side of this. And then we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I can reach this from there. There. And I guess I can bring all of this down. So if we do there, and then I can stick more there, because that's marginally okay, right? But I think I'd kind of like to have this at the level of the crates. And there. none of this. So let's go gather. Gonna get there, guys. Thanks, everybody who's sticking through this trial and error nonsense. I do appreciate it. Oh, really? There we go. Alright, so then we've got 8, and this is starting here. And I'll need 2 more of those little grate things. Alright, now, can I make more hoppers with what I don't know if I do have the iron. Alright, so let's go over to the crafting bin over here. Make 2 more hoppers. And then we'll be able to see if this thing can really go. And the big challenge here is that we don't know yet if like this may still break, because it has to be the chickens that trigger the plate, right? And if that doesn't, it says mobs will trigger light-weighted plates, so there. Alright, so we have, you gotta kind of check everything and make sure, but basically this chest will dump through these into this dispenser. This chest will dump through these into this dispenser. And unless what I've done has just broken it all, then we're going to be good to go. I think... Rick! Dude, man. We all know, all you raiders know. Holy crap. Welcome in, raiders. Ba, 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 ba. You're awesome. Hey, what's up, people? Let's have a Hambbage party. Hey, there it is. Thank you, raiders. Welcome in. I'm Hambbage. You missed. I'm sure have been riding well. Rick, I hope everything's good, man. Siege, what's going on? Goopball, Guinness, love it. How's everybody doing on this Saturday? Did Rick get in trouble? Did he just have some road rage and walk away? Already awesome. Totally great guy. Short day, I guess, man. You said you slept in and turned it right around. Well, I appreciate you, man. You are outstanding. We've been trying to make this egg chucker, and it turned out to be a lot tougher than I thought. But now we are ready to throw some eggs. Let me just do the tedious bit here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I'm Hambbage. This is hardcore Minecraft. Not the IRL truck driving stream you may be expecting, but hey, we have every bit the road rage, more possibility of death, I hope, than what Rick is going to encounter out on the roads. And we love to have a good time. I mean, talk about team positive, right? That hits. I love it. All right, I'm hungry. I'm scared. There's bees everywhere, which are fine. So we've had cows, chickens, and pigs going here, making us rich and giving us XP. But the thing I absolutely hate about my chicken farm is that it produces thousands of eggs that I then have to throw on the... Oh, look at... Oh! It just did it! Oh, do it for the camera. Walk over. So if he touches that little plate, it's all going to go. Just come over here. I don't know where you're going. Stand on the plate, man. Go over there. They'll never do it if we look. Anyway, I know this is. I've still got a bunch of crap in my inventory, but let's try to start this up. I don't want to really let the 2 chicks out here. So the idea is, all right, we got... Just did it again, but I never get to see the chicken. Sucks. There he is. So what they're doing, if they walk here, or if I walk here, it throws eggs out of here. I want to get this one loaded up a bit. Right? So these dispensers are filling with eggs out of these chests. They'll just load up, and they'll keep throwing eggs. Every egg has a little chance of producing a new baby chick. Once the baby chicks get big, we can then feed and breed them. And I literally just killed off hundreds of chickens, so I'd have enough room to work. But look at that. They're going to do my work for me and keep that supply of eggs, which is totally annoying to stand here and throw. Instead, keep that turning into babies automatically, so I don't have to worry about it. And we finally got it to go. There was a lot of, like, conductive blocks, non-conductive blocks stuff that I had to either remember or figure out. It's been a long time since hardcore, right? Most of our worlds we don't get deep. When we do get deep, then we try to do all this stuff. But it can be far between, especially when we're playing other games along with it. So first redstoning in a bit. We got it, basically. We're going to just suspend it so this isn't floating in midair. And I'm going to see how annoying this gets when trying to manage a larger batch of chickens. But even that at 2 at a time, it's... Unfortunately, I can't figure out how to just make it auto-trigger. It's got to be an on and off thing. If anybody's an expert and you guys know, hey. There's a lot. I don't have a lot of hair because I've ripped it all out trying to figure this out. There we go. Oh, shout out to Truck and Rick who helped kick off the sub party earlier today. Any guys that get caught in the ads, don't sweat it. We'll be right back. I'll probably just be cleaning up from this through the ad break. So why bother with all this? Well, for one thing, it's hardcore, and I needed supplies. See, they're doing my job for me now, and the more and more chicks we have, the more and more we'll wander over that. The biggest concern is if we have a large, densely packed bunch of chickens in here, kind of like I've killed everything recently, so, but, sometimes they're just jammed in here. If there's always something on that plate, it's going to stop. But the main thing is now when I come in here, I can just, as I'm feeding the chickens or whatever, I just keep topping off the eggs. And we go. Can I make more plates? Yes. Like the pressure plate? Like right here? It won't, I don't think it would further trigger more because if you get multiples of these feeding into the same signals, they're going to cancel each other out. And I was just, frankly, I was happy that one would power both machines. I was going to put another one here, but I think that's likely to break it. Now, why is it? Oh, because he's standing on it. Yeah, this is off now, but the longer they stand on there, you only get one shot, right? God, it's night again? Dude. Oh, you were playing simulator. Okay. I thought you were on your starting off on your way to Chicago, Rick. Is that tomorrow then, or is that later tonight? Oh, want to stay on the same schedule. I gotcha. I gotcha. I want to say hi to everybody that came in. Thank you for all the follows, the chats. We got Goofball. Colbisto, you were the one I missed. Happy upcoming 420. Dude, I love the Dancing Hanks. I love it. I need to use the Dancing Hank enough so that it just shows up in the top. Oh, they're changing some lights. Ooh, like brake light stuff? Sorry, I missed all that. It was blowing up in air. I gotcha. I gotcha. Dude, man, well, I've seen you play simulators, and I've watched the real hardcore families just slaughtered in the middle of residential areas. Semis driving on lawns. All right, well that's working. We're cleaning up our mess that we had going on here. Let me just look at you guys. There's so many, and this is purely just from chucking eggs. It's great. I haven't fed or replaced any. You need some more. I haven't fed any chickens, brought in any adults since the great unchickening that just happened. And then you get topped off? Yeah. So the nice bit is right now none of these are laying eggs, but once these are all adults, basically you just walk by here and your inventory gets filled with eggs. Now I just look up, throw those in, and they'll do this for me. And frankly, we don't even need, it's just kind of perpetual motion stuff. As long as it kind of works, I'm good. Because once all these guys grow up, we'll just feed them, and then we'll have a whole bunch of chickens again. Yeah, Novi. Rick, appreciate you to all the Rick Riders. You guys, it's awesome. I don't get to hang out as much as I'd like in the stream, but awesome community. And to all my guys, if you're at all into IRL or driving streams, anything like that, if you just like good music and good laughs, or if you're a fan of adorable truck riding dogs, go check out Truck and Rick. Can't say enough good. Yeah, absolutely. Get some good sleep, and I got another hour or so here, and then I'm going to wrap up because I'm going to watch a little hockey this evening and chill out. All right, well, I'm really happy that's working. Let's now try to put back the pieces of our life. I could move the hoe. Yeah, I don't have nearly enough rain here IRL. We could use a bit, but it's beautiful. I think it's hitting the 60s right now, but by midweek we're into the mid 70s. We've got plenty of the rest of the stuff. I'm gonna leave all this. We do want to make some more of those grates and finish this over and just make it a big support arch. You gotta kind of have Minecraft imagination to see it all work. Our trident got good. We killed a few fish with it. And we updated the sword, so now that's at Smite 5. Our boots are all good. We got Feather Falling 4 on those earlier today. We did make a Fortune 3 shovel, which, meh, but it has Efficiency 4 on it. So all of our base tools are now enchanted. We'll keep working on those and trying to get the last little bits of our armor dialed up. God, the rain. Oh, you know what? Let's do before it gets dark. Let's go do the bees again, because we just used a lot of that wax on this copper. I'm gonna try to keep that shiny. I need. That's all over the place. You, and how about you? I love it. It just goes. Anything that just does its thing. We are going to start up composting. Probably not today, but the seeds are a little bit ridiculous too from our beets and our wheat. And we can compost those down for bone meal. That in turn could make flours. Since we have all of our bees here, I don't need to worry about bone mealing our crops. But for getting flowers and stuff, we can certainly do that. Also dye, white dye. Bone blocks can be a decorative thing. And I've kind of really been just minor building of stuff until we get some substantial supplies. Unless I want to build out of dirt. Or I do have pretty good amount of cobblestone as well. We've had some deep slate and some cobbled deep slate and all the rest, but oh, I didn't put these out yet. Sheesh. Burn the whole world down. There we go. Alright, now we've got a bunch more of this. We can use the honeycomb to wax copper so that it won't oxidize and turn green. And I'll do that to get my couple more grates. I saw you hiding in the carrots. Yeah, so the bees come out, they get pollen from the flowers, they spread it out over the crops grow up big and tall. And then we can harvest and go trade them in town. Same with all the animal produce. It gives us a steady supply of food. We've got butchers that want berries. We've got clerics that want netherwort. These two little patches are going to get doubled and flipped over here. But my early little camp thing is getting crowded out a bit. And we got to do a build here, a farm build. I'm thinking some kind of a little farmhouse structure right in the middle there, and then eventually town is up here and home is kind of right between those birch trees on the backside of this, and it will be expansive, but right now it's just kind of a decorated hobbit cave kind of thing. But we're gonna have a straight road running from the water all the way up to town, and so I want to have like an inn. Maybe not necessarily medieval. I think this is kind of the whole theme, if there is one, is that we've kind of patronized this village and are building it up, and I think it'll modernize as we get more materials and all that. So right now we've kind of traditionally added to the village by building more in its style. But as we get more building options, because we have more materials, then we'll start to deviate a little bit from the traditional. We may keep this little core old town village, but we'll put up some newer, bigger places around. The first of which I'd like to do is a college or university where our librarians are going to live, to give us even more immediate access to just buy a book and equip stuff that we need. But the farm is pretty much fully mature, ready to be harvested again, but I've done that already all day today. Oh, I got to put these bee things back. I had done that for a couple hours before the stream ever started. Then we got the Trident drop. I was like, I got to go live and share that news and try to get it upgraded. And since then, we kind of been working on this egg thing, which I'm glad it works. And look at that. We already have one adult chicken, so now they'll all congregate. For a little bit, that may limit things, but as soon as there's multiple, then they'll start bouncing back and forth. And we'll be in good shape. Little bit of a project here to start converting some of this mossy to standard bricks. And again, that's kind of the feel. Now we have Silk Touch, so we've easily got bricks. When we started, we didn't, and I was like, oh, but I've got some mossy. Let's use that. I think I'll keep these structures as mossy cobble, and I'll probably keep a border around the fields and the core of the B structure in cobble. But the rest of this, I think I'm going to clean up and switch out to stone bricks and make it look nice and clean. An integrated farm system and everything, but got a ways to go on that. That's just thoughts, but something here that I can hole up in and be safe so that I can AFK and let this farm everything get ready and then come out and process it all. And then something else over here that will be more decorative, purposeful in the fact that we'll have the boat, get out, go up to town, and then also incorporated into this one will probably be another portal. I don't yet have a portal at home, and I don't have a portal here. I have one at this village, and I have another one at a village way the heck over there. But it's kind of stupid. Right now, I have to go outside of my house and take a boat and horse trip, or a really long boat trip to connect to the Nether system, and that's it's gonna need to change. But again, with 45 minutes here. Hey, Sanad, what's going on, man? How's it going? Oh my, you redeemed everything. You see our raid? Dude, we're going, all right. Posture, stretch. You guys are gonna go. Probably not. I tend to do a dark room creeper farm thing eventually up in the sky. And I was talking yesterday, normally, eventually, we'll do a drowned farm to try to farm tridents, but I just got one. Like, literally, the first trident-wielding drowned I killed, it wasn't even on stream because I was just, like, taking a boat, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to let it shoot at me. I'm not going to stop and start the stream just on the off chance this drowned does drop it. There we go. What else we normally? I'll do like villager breeders and stuff. But most of my stuff is like moderate because I want the XP and all that. Longer term though, yeah, maybe an iron farm. But right now we have way more iron than we need. I just, I don't want to race too fast. I enjoy having the farm and building it up and making it kind of be a little bit more visually appealing than just whatever randomly gets thrown up. But I do want to get rather quickly to the dragon and then get some shulkers so I can really do my building and move stuff around efficiently and expand out. We just got our nether fortress the other day, so I got the blaze rods I needed, and I got the this one is the best one we've had in a little bit. Sanad, you probably remember the last like big world with all the mountains and lakes and all that, and the connected villages. But yeah, Omni's been hanging out. I lurked in his stream. He said he was going live, but I had to run yesterday, so I didn't get to watch any of it actually. But yeah. They are what they are. I know I fall into my own patterns, and I know a lot of people, it's like push, get all the way to the end, and then build everything automated. I like to piecemeal along little stuff that helps out with life a little bit. And there's been a lot of stuff I've seen that I'm like, ooh, I'd like to take a crack at that. I'd love to do an Enderman farm. For easy repairs and XP and all that. Raid farm of some kind, but I don't know how raids with the new potion bottle stuff. I don't know how raid farms work these days. But eventually we'd like to do all that. Let's do, we got so many awesome people over here from Rick's, and we've got, Sanad hanging out. We had Fiverr in here earlier. Bunch of new friends, bunch of old friends hanging out. Saturday party. Let's go up and see the town real quick. But on our way, let's check this out. One of the super features of this world early on. Do not fall in there. This world features a giant hole. And I mean giant. It's like the whole of this island in caves all the way down to the bottom of the world. There is an abandoned mine that I don't know if we can quite see, but it's like right back here is a whole abandoned mine system that we've kind of just scratched the surface of. So tons of awesomeness right there. Remember those early days when I had to stand in the waterfalls because we were just getting mobbed by hordes of zombies? There, it turned out there was a spawner that I couldn't see, and they were dropping down from that, and I'm just trying to light up tiers of that system, that cave system, with torches, as many as I could, and if you got to the wrong spot, they could just drop down over the top of you. So here was our village. We got a few original buildings, 3 more original, so 6 when we started. First thing, we expanded the farmers' farms a little bit to have them help me out. And then I next came and built a nether portal building pretty early so I could get in and get established in the nether before the local difficulty went super high. So we peeked our head in, got our portal moved here. I'll do a little tour. It doesn't matter. There's not that many piglins. So here's our nether portal. I like to take them down to the lava sea level so I can just make road systems everywhere I want to go. I know a lot of people like to put them up on the ceiling. I don't know. I just feel this is more conducive to my style of play. But when we first came in, the game doesn't necessarily put us down here, so I had to build my way down from the original spawn site. So just bounce my portals around a little bit. So this is where we had first come into the world. And now local difficulties a little more up there. But we've got Smite 5. I don't have any of my food on my bar. That's stupid. And basically, so our road runs down underneath all this. Out beyond there, you just can't see it for being in a straight line. And then it takes a left, and it goes that way. And we got super lucky because I was just trying to link up this portal with another overworld spot that I wanted to be able to move between. And right where I was getting to put that second portal is where the fortress happened to be. Absolutely delightful. So that, again, this is town, and then this is going through the nether, but basically down towards our farm on this straight line. So the hole and the caves and all that would be off to our right. And somewhere along, probably behind us now, we would have the stop for the farm. Another one for our home and base right here. Or somewhere in here. And then continue on to the other village, where I've got access to another ocean, a bigger ocean than what I started with. And these guys, their knockback, it seriously got boosted. Or it's just that I don't have netherite yet, and that minimizes the knockback. This is supposed to just kind of be a tour. You guys are really slowing down the tour. I should have checked to see if any of my tools need any repairing before all this. Everything's pretty good. All right, so yeah, this road is going way down the river from our farm in the overworld through a spruce forest and then some birch where I cut a road, and we pop out this way, which is going east, and just as we pop out of here and go, all right, well, we're dialing in on this portal here. We found that we were right at the foot of our first nether fortress, and it looks like a good one. It had nether wart, and it had blaze rods, or blazes, so here we go. And a little more building here. What a hole! We might peek down in the hole. I'm just enjoying Saturday. So anyway, this is our another village, and this river goes out into open ocean. So I've got a boat set up here, and again, we just tried to kind of keep it tied in, but now I can be a little more like, look, you guys over on the other side of the river, you do your thing. I want to be over here with the Hobbit party tree, and I've got my little boat dock. But you know, just I don't want to break the building ordinances or anything. But hey, I got some means. You guys use cobblestone. I use tiled deep slate. You know, I got copper bling bars. You guys have wood posts. You know, it doesn't mean I'm better than you. It just means, you know, I got more initiative. And this guy's swimming with the fishes. All right. Anyway, so this is home is then way the heck back. You got to kind of wind on a road and then take a long twisting riverboat ride, get back. And I thought that's exactly what we need a good portal link up for. Some random trash. So couple very similar little builds that we've done so far. And again, not many materials yet, so I expect to be doing more play building along the way. As Sanad said, there have been several worlds. There were some that were pre-YouTube. I had a world called Slow Cooker, where I basically... my base was like American rural farm with the big red barn and a farmy type house, and had a number of different little builds scattered out throughout it. Our world, I think the long-term one that we've got going still that we just kind of walked away from was 42, and that was the most recent one where I've done in the sky big farms, like a drop creeper farm and a drowned farm that I was actually pretty happy with, because I've built off other stuff that I've seen from other players, but I think mine, I had never seen anyone doing it exactly how I did. That you had water columns in the air, so no conflicting spawns, and the whole thing was built as a water elevator going up, lifting all the mobs, and it was just giant. Man, they were probably like 16 by 48 or something. Two big rectangle columns that went up like 128 blocks, something stupid. And anywhere in those, drowned could spawn, and then they all got pushed up to the top. Flowing water dropped from two sides, so double chamber, into a drop chute of water where they landed, splashed together, all came down to a single killing platform underneath the whole structure. And it was all done in like dyed red. It had the red wart bricks, I think, and some black terracotta, glazed terracotta. It was pretty cool. We did a tour a while back, but right now we're caught up in this one. But that was a build I was pretty happy how it turned out, and it worked. And I wasn't entirely sure, but good consolidated way to make it look good and gather drowned. And when you struggle to get a trident, which is usually, then you gotta wait. But this is also our just little. It's kind of a row house, townhouse kind of section, but we tried to do some different building styles along the way. Again, very early, but I wanted to set up a number of trade options. So I've got 2 librarians contained, because they're too valuable to lose. I got a cartographer. I got a Fletcher and a leather worker and a couple of butchers, and that they all buy stuff from me based on the farms, and some of them provide really good items. The librarians, the cartographer will start getting into these maps pretty quick. Golden carrots maybe, I guess, for the farmers, but they're all about getting me emeralds. And the next thing, what we're talking about here, is to then make a library or a university or something, and that would be something more governmental or institutional or something, building style. I'm thinking, some pillars, some steps, big building, but not made out of cobblestone, right? It would be made out of something